I got me a few tops here to clean up. These are some tops we had from the trees we had the neighbors take down. So this little saw will be good for that. So that's that 59cc saw, the G366 Pro. So I've run that thing a little bit and I really like it. So I wanted to run it for you guys to see how well it did. So it's got kind of a variety of stuff here. I'm not going to buck this up into fire logs. I'm going to buck it into just logs and bring the tractor down here and haul it down to the wood yard. But I figured you might like to see how that thing does now that I've got it running pretty decent. And go from there. The background, the guys are working on the house, putting in ductwork. So you might hear some noise. But let's fire this thing up after I put my chaps on and see how it does. So it is sporting a 25-inch bar. So pretty decent sized bar for doing this. Four guys up there with the sawzall trying to cut through the gable vent with plywood. You know how that thing vibrates really bad while you're trying to cut it, especially if you get three sides and you're on the last side and the whole thing's vibrating. That's what you hear in the background. He's going to town. All right, this does have the decomp for starting it, make it a little easier on you. All right, did a little something on that. Pull the trigger once, it'll go back to high idle. Until it wasn't. Yeah, how you like that second cut? I was trying to reach under and cut a piece and I saw a spark and I was like, oh man. So won't take but a second for you guys. And now I've got to run back to the house, which is right around the corner. I mean literally like half a minute from here. Sharpen the chain, which was doing great, and we'll get back at it. I didn't bring the tools with me. It was right down the road. Oh, go figure. I'm definitely going to put the bigger dogs on. That's not good. definitely need I need to put the bigger felon spikes on it. I'm used to having the bigger ones when you go to dig in and pull down. Plus when I set the saw down, it's nice. This stuff's all tangled up, so you got to kind of work your way through it so something don't come flying back up at you, smack you across the leg or something. I've had that happen and it don't feel good at all. Based on my cut, it looks like I might have got the sharpening a little bit off. It's cutting a little bit to the left, so I'll have to fix that later. some of that loosened up. Can't just be reaching in trying to cut the big stuff and you're going to have it smacked in the leg or something. You got to kind of free up some of the loose small tops first. What's nice is this saw is not too heavy. About the same weight as the Echo 590. Actually, it might be a little bit lighter. the back. Going back in the back, I gotta get a big old oak, piece of oak back in there twisted up. It's hard to get out of there. Shabby, not too shabby, not too shabby. That's not too bad. Let's see. How much fuel did I use cutting that little teeny bit? Used about half a tank. Not too bad. I just want to cut these into longer lengths, put on the forks of the tractor. I'll take it down to the wood yard where I'll split it up. When I hit that, there's a rock right there. Trying to undercut, too much to hurry. So when I went back and resharpened it, apparently the nick was a couple sharpenings in. So it's kind of cutting a little bit to the left. So I just need to run it through the sharpener one more time, take it down just a little teeny bit more, and it'll be cutting pretty good. Got a nice sized piece of Sycamore over there. Let's go cut some cookies out of it. I think it's good enough. This Sycamore's pretty good to cut, so we'll go try that. So this Sycamore is probably going to end up just sitting out here in the woods and rotting because it isn't worth anything. That other log right there, I might do something with it, but Sycamore is hard to mill and keep to stay flat anyways. And this whole tree, it grew up and it was kind of like a lot of tension. It was growing out like that. So all parts of this tree have tension in it. And you could probably let them sit here for a year or two up off the ground. And as it dries, a lot of that tension will get out of there. And I might do that with that one. I'm in no big hurry to cut them up. Well, let's cut some cookies out of this thing. See how this saw does. I don't even remember what I cut. I think I cut this with the 466 is what I'd cut it all with. do great. This stuff is real. As I'm cutting through, it wasn't cutting through bad here, but as soon as it started getting there, you can tell when there's tension in the wood. Your timing on cutting through these trees really depends on whether it's straight grain or whether there's knots in it. This has got a big knot right here. It's going to affect how fast the saw is cut because the chain is having to go through more cross grains. So I want to clean the end of that one up, so we'll fire this up, clean the end of that one up. Get that knot off of that one over here. See how it does. This is a little straighter grain on this piece of wood, so we'll see how it does. When I get done cutting like that, after you're cutting through a piece of wood, I always like to rev it up till clear oil comes out and gets any trash that's in the bar, so it's ready to go. Next time I use it, it's not all gumped up and stuff like that. Get some oil through the front sprocket. So that saw has a 25-inch on it. I actually ordered a 20-inch for this saw because, like you saw, look how long. I mean, most of the stuff we cut up is around this size right here. And look, same for those trees over there. A lot of our trees are 18, maybe 20 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 20-inch bar on this, take this 25 and put it on my G466, which is a 460 clone. I bet you it'll rip then, and we'll take that 466 out because I had that 466 and I cut almost any logs, trees down on this property that I need. So that's a 76cc saw. So 24-inch bar, 25-inch bar is absolutely a ripper. It's lots of fun to run and does real well. So we'll get these two out on one of my logging jobs when I'm out doing something. And we'll take this new Holzfforma G366 out. We'll take the 466 out. And we'll rip both of them because I got quite a bit of stuff coming up here for too long. Some trees that came down and stuff we got to clean up at a place. So that'll be fun to rip the saws. So, I mean, it's not too heavy. One thumb, you know. I did all that cutting. It's got about a quarter tank left, just to give you an idea how much fuel it is. It's a gas hog. It's going to use up some fuel. But they're good saws. Good saws. I think they're good saws. So far, it's been a good saw. Let's put it that way.